Ian Watkins, singer jailed for sexually abusing children, stabbed in prison. Former Lostprophets frontman reportedly taken to hospital after being held hostage by other inmates at HMP Wakefield. Ian Watkins was jailed for 29 years in 2013 after admitting a string of child sexual abuse offenses. Ian Watkins, the former lead singer with Lostprophets who was jailed for 29 years for child sexual abuse, has reportedly been stabbed at HMP Wakefield. He is said to have been taken to hospital after being stabbed at the prison in West Yorkshire. A source told the Mirror he had been taken hostage by 3 other inmates on Saturday morning. A prison service spokesperson said, "Police are investigating an incident which took place on Saturday at HMP Wakefield. We are unable to comment further while the police investigate." Watkins was jailed for 29 years in December 2013 with a further 6 years on license, after admitting a string of sex offenses, including the attempted rape of a fan's baby. He was arrested after the execution of a drugs warrant at his Pontypridd home on the 21st of September 2012 when a large number of computers, mobile phones and storage devices were seized. Analysis of the equipment uncovered Watkins' depraved behavior. Ian Watkins' ex-girlfriend breaks silence after brutal prison attack. Joe Miodzilich first alerted police of the former Lostprophets rocker's sickening fantasies about children. The ex-girlfriend of Ian Watkins has broken her silence on the Lostprophets singer being brutally attacked by other prisoners in jail. The 46-year-old remains seriously ill after he was locked inside his cell and stabbed at HMP Wakefield Prison, where he was brutally beaten and stabbed in the neck as he was held hostage by 3 other inmates in a suspected planned attack. Watkins was held in the cell for almost 6 hours when staffing levels were low and his injuries were reported to be so serious that he received emergency treatment from paramedics in an ambulance on the prison estate. And now whistleblower Joe Miodzilich, 47, has spoken to the Mirror as she broke her silence on her former partner's attack behind bars as she appeared to be dismissive of his potentially life-threatening injuries. She said, "My only reaction is simply that I cannot believe it took them so long, particularly in Wakefield Prison." The 47-year-old had an on-and-off relationship with Watkins from 2006 after he contacted her over MySpace, where he confessed to having dark and sexual fantasies. Joe had reportedly tried to warn authorities about his sickening lust for children for 4 years but was ignored repeatedly. Watkins was finally arrested when police raided his Pontypridd home in September 2012. He was finally dealt his justice in December 2013 when he was handed a prison sentence for a string of child sex offenses, including the attempted rape of a baby. The Lostprophets monster was sentenced to 29 years in prison with a further 6 years on license, but he will be eligible for parole after serving 2/3 of the prison term. His 2 co-defendants, the mothers of the children he abused, were jailed for 14 and 17 years. Watkins admitted the attempted rape and sexual assault of a child under 13 but pleaded not guilty to rape. Judges rejected an appeal by Watkins in 2014 to reduce his sentence by half. The notorious jail where Watkins is being held was built especially for Britain's most dangerous criminals and is one of the oldest prisons in the UK with a new ultra-secure unit, the first of its kind in the country, in 2001.